The top stories. Severe flooding displaces thousands in Borno universities. In health, UNICEF issues emergency tender for Mpox vaccines amid outbreak. In sport, Kylian Mbappe secures $61 million in unpaid wages from PSG. And in business, Nigeria partners with the World Bank on power sector reforms. Please stay with us for more news on the AAU TV Mid-Week News. My name is Maame Ekua, Atuakoa, Nyame. On September 10th, catastrophic floods in Borno State disrupted academic activities at the University of Maiduguri and Borno State University. The National Emergency Management Agency reported that around 200,000 individuals have been displaced, with many, including children, still unaccounted for. The floods have devastated homes, farmland and businesses and blocked access routes to the affected institutions, hindering recovery.
According to Abubakar S.B.A., Director of Media and Information at UNIMED, the high number of affected staff and students is due to the university's proximity to the flood's origin. Many staff and students live near the university, making them particularly vulnerable. Students also informed University World News that the new staff and students who lost property in the floods. In two separate statements signed by the university's registrar, Ahmad A. Lawan, the institution confirmed that the campus will remain closed until the situation improves. Lawan emphasized that this decision is a necessary measure to protect staff and students while allowing time to assess the situation and determine further actions. About a week ago, NEMA warned residents of riverine areas in Maiduguri to evacuate their homes immediately to prevent loss of life. NEMA's Zonal Acting Coordinator for the Northeast Zone, Sirajo Gaba Abdullahi, attributed the flooding to torrential rainfall and the subsequent release of water from the Alau Dam, which has left many residents stranded. Local sources informed University World News that many residents ignored the evacuation warning. This incident mirrors a similar disaster from 30 years ago, which also disrupted activities and services in the metropolis, including at the university. On September 13, 1994, approximately 400,000 people in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, were displaced due to flooding caused by the collapse of the Alau Dam. In response, President Bola Tinubu has directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to visit the state immediately. Shettima has conveyed a government sympathy to the victims of the flood disaster nationwide.
Meanwhile, the University of Juba in South Sudan has officially launched the Institute for Japanese Studies, partnering with Japanese government and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. Inaugurated on September 5th, the institute will serve as a platform for research and programs that aim to deepen academic ties and promote diplomatic relations between Japan and South Sudan.
Professor Shaw, Director of the Institute, has announced plans to facilitate interactions between researchers from Japan and South Sudan. The Institute aims to become a hub for Asian studies, focusing on the Far East and Southeast Asia, to help South Sudan market itself to the Asian region. It will be based at the Japanese Culture Center, known as the Japanese Corner, where research, seminars, and publications will be conducted. Professor Shaw also mentioned that the university will develop a program for the institute, which will be submitted to the Senate for approval. This program will include courses leading to diplomas, degrees, master's degrees, and PhDs. Japanese ambassador to South Sudan, Toshio Odagiri, expressed pride in Japan's long history of cooperation with the University of Juba. He noted that the Japanese embassy, in collaboration with UNDP, established the Juba Japan Cultural Center at the University of Juba. Located next to the library, this center is equipped with solar panels, PCs, and over 100 Japan-related books donated by the Nippon Foundation. Ambassador Odagiri suggested that the University of Juba's decision to establish the Institute for Japanese and Asian Studies, IJAS, may be influenced by the historical similarities between Japan and South Sudan. Both regions have faced significant challenges, South Sudan with its conflicts and Japan with World War II, but both have made strides toward peace and development. The hope is that studying Japanese political, economic, and social systems will offer valuable insights for South Sudan's development. The ambassador also affirmed that the Embassy of Japan is committed to supporting the development of Japanese studies at the University of Juba, both now and in the future, in collaboration with JICA.
In health, UNICEF has announced the launch of an emergency tender for monkeypox vaccines to support countries severely affected by the recent outbreak. This initiative, in collaboration with the World Health Organization, Gavi Vaccine Alliance, and Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, is set to ensure immediate access to existing vaccines and enhance production capabilities.
This effort is in collaboration with the African CDCs, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, WHO, the Pan-American Health Organization, and other partners. The goal is to increase access and ensure timely allocations of vaccines, including facilitating donations from existing stockpiles in high-income countries to contain the ongoing mpox transmissions. Under this emergency tender, UNICEF will establish conditional supply agreements with vaccines manufacturers. This approach will allow UNICEF to purchase and ship vaccines promptly once countries and partners have secured financing, confirmed demands, and met regulatory requirements for vaccines acceptance. WHO is currently reviewing the information submitted by manufacturers as of August 23 and expects to complete its reviews for emergency use listing by mid-September. This year, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the epicenter of the crisis, has reported over 18,000 suspected cases of mpox, including 629 deaths. Tragically, 4 out of 5 deaths have been children. Addressing the current mpox vaccine shortage and delivering vaccines.
Stick with us for news on Discovery after the short break.
You a researcher or an innovator making a difference in Africa and Europe? The SIA project invites you to share your success story and join a movement dedicated to sharing best practices, bridging knowledge gaps, inspiring others, fostering collaboration. Share your story now and be recognized, celebrated, connected with global network of researchers and innovators. For more information and to submit your story,
welcome back from the break. Hand in Discovery. Apple has embraced the artificial intelligence trend with the launch of its new iPhone 16 lineup, marking the company's latest effort to turn AI into a cultural phenomenon. The 4 models feature advanced chips designed to support a range of AI tools aimed at enhancing the functionality of Apple's flagship products. This move is a part of Apple's strategy to boost sales and reinvigorate interest in its offerings amid a recent sales slump.
Apple's latest AI features aims to enhance its virtual assistant, Siri, automate tasks, and offer new capabilities like creating customized emojis in seconds. At Monday's event, Apple CEO Tim Cook promised these innovations will make a significant impact on people's lives. However, the full range of AI functions won't be available when the new iPhones, priced between $800 and $1,200, launched on September 20th. Most of Apple's AI enhancements will will come with the free software updates to iOS 18, which will power the iPhone 16, available from October through December. Initially, the AI features will support US English, with updates for other languages planned for next year. This rollout is part of a new strategy Apple unveiled at a developer conference 3 months ago, aimed at generating excitement for the new iPhones amid a rare sales slump. While competitors like Samsung and Google have made significant advance in AI, Apple is positioning its technology branded as Apple Intelligence as a distinctive offering. Despite the unique branding, many of Apple's new features echo those already seen in Samsung Galaxy S24 and Google Pixel 9. Apple's entry into AI technology reflects its ongoing efforts to redefine its role in the tech industry. By focusing on integrating AI in ecosystem, Apple aims to enhance users' experience and maintain its reputation as an innovator despite the competitive landscape. The company's strategy push into AI could set new standards for how technology interacts with everyday life, continuing its legacy of impactful technological advancements.
In sport, the French League's legal commission has ordered Paris Saint-Germain to pay Kylian Mbappe $61 million in unpaid wages, which he claims he's owed. The decision was announced on Thursday, with no additional details provided. This ruling follows Mbappe's rejection of a mediation offer from the commission a day earlier regarding his dispute with the club.
On Wednesday in Paris, PSG officials and Kylian Mbappe's representatives met after Mbappe requested the Commission's involvement. Mbappe joined Real Madrid this summer on a free transfer. Following the meeting, Mbappe's representatives revealed that the France striker had asked the Commission to address the non-payment of 3 months' salary and the final portion of a loyalty bonus. Due to the Commission's limited legal scope, the issue will now be contested in another legal forum, where Paris Saint-Germain intends to present all relevant facts over the coming months and year. PSG contends that it does not owe Mbappe under any agreement made when he was sidelined before the 2023-2024 season, following his decision not to extend his contract with the club. The club claims that Mbappe agreed to forfeit certain bonuses related to his reintegration into the team. PSG stated that Mbappe had made clear repeated commitments that must be honored given the unprecedented benefits he received during his 7 years in Paris. The club expressed readiness to address the matter in the appropriate legal setting if Mbappe continues to pursue the issue, which they believe could harm their reputation. Mbappe's departure from PSG was marked by significant tension. The club felt let down after offering him the most lucrative contract in their history when he signed a new deal in 2022. Mbappe, however, was frustrated by unfulfilled promises regarding key player signings. He was reportedly displeased with being publicly presented with a jersey bearing the year 2025, while his contract was actually set to end in 2024 with an option for an additional season.
Also in entertainment, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been taken into custody in New York City on undisclosed federal charges. This arrest in Manhattan follows raids on 2 of his properties in Los Angeles and Miami in March as part of an ongoing investigation into sex trafficking. Combs faces a variety of allegations, including sexual assault and abuse, with accusations from his ex-partner, Cassandra Casey Ventura. He has denied all allegations, and his attorney, Mark Anglifilio, expressed disappointment over his arrest and emphasized his client's innocence.
Multiple law enforcement sources confirmed that the arrest is linked to an ongoing investigation by the U.S. Homeland Security officials. U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, SDNY, Damian Williams, announced the arrest in a statement on Monday, saying federal agents apprehended Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by the SDNY, with plans to unseal the indictment on Tuesday. Combs is facing several civil lawsuits, including claims of raping an underage girl and attempting to coerce a producer into having sexual relations with another man. His attorney stated on Monday night that Combs is eager to prove his innocence in the court and expressed disappointment with what they have believed is an unjust prosecution. The rapper's legal troubles began in November 2023 when Ms. Ventura filed her lawsuit. Two other women also filed lawsuits that same week, alleging abuse and assault, with one claiming that Combs had stroked her until she lost consciousness. Combs denied all the allegations at the time, and a spokesperson for the rapper dismissed the lawsuit as a money grab. Subsequently, in December, another civil lawsuit emerged, alleging that a woman had been sex trafficked by Combs and two other men when she was 17 years old. Combs denied the allegations, but his properties were raided a month later as he was stopped at the airport in Miami and surrendered electronics to authorities. In May, CCTV footages released by CNN seemed to depict the rap mogul physically assaulting and beating Ms. Ventura, an incident detailed in a civil suit.
Explore a whole new world of exciting visuals with AAU TV. Get ready for a mix of interesting talk shows, interviews, discovery documentaries, and news on AAU TV. It's not just about watching TV, it's about experiencing something special. AAU TV reaches over 25 countries in Africa, bringing you a blend of knowledge and fun. Learn about different cultures as you enjoy the shows. If you have events or want to showcase your business, we've got you covered. Watch AAU TV free-to-air channel on satellite. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter, at AAU TV. Reach out on call or WhatsApp us at +233 26 629 6601 or +233 20 399 5210. AAU TV, the voice of higher education in Africa.
For a job in higher education institution on the African continent, there is no need to go looking. The Africa Education Jobs Board will deliver available jobs to you via our platform. To start your search, visit our website. On our website, you will find variety of job postings classified by the sectors and professions they belong to. There are sections devoted to variety of career-related materials as well as information on African countries. All information you require based on the job description and requirements are accessible on the site. If you are looking for a job in higher education on the continent, use our dedicated portal www.africa.edujobs.com. For job market updates, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AF Jobs Board.
In business, the Nigerian government is partnering with the World Bank on power sector reforms aimed at enhancing electricity access nationwide, a move crucial for boosting infrastructure development and economic growth.
On Friday, Mohammed Mangan, Director of Information and Public Relations at the Ministry of Finance, announced that during the meeting, Mr. Edun reaffirmed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitments to the Mission 300 project. This initiative, a collaboration between the World Bank and the African Development Bank, aims to provide electricity access to 3 million people across Africa by 2030. Both parties highlighted the need for reforms to enhance efficiency, expand electricity access, and ensure sustainability quality energy solution for Nigeria's growing population. The meeting included Nyame, the World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Franz Dries, Director of Infrastructure for West Africa, Taima Samad, Operations Manager at the World Bank, and members from the Office of the Special Advisor on Energy to the President, among others. Manga concluded by noting that with a shared commitment to the Mission 300 projects and a focus on sustainable energy solution, Nigeria is well positioned to unlock its full potential, providing millions with electricity access and driving economic growth and prosperity for future generations.
On the international front, at least 3 people have been killed and 49 others injured in a train collision in Egypt, according to the country's health ministry. The incident occurred in Zagazig, the capital of Al-Shakai Governorate. In response, 30 ambulances and additional medical teams were dispatched to the scene to assist those affected.
The injured were transferred to Al-Hara and Zagazig University hospitals in the city, and rescue operations are still ongoing. The ministry reported that at least 5 of the injured are in unstable condition. Images from the scene showed crowds gathered around the twisted wreckage of the trains as rescue efforts continued. Egypt's aging railway system has been plagued by deadly accidents almost every year for the past 2 decades. In 2018, Egypt recorded 2,044 train accidents, and the previous year there were 1,793, according to the Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics. Notable incidents include a collision in 2021 that killed at least 32 people and injured 165, and a 2019 fire at Ramses Station in Cairo, which resulted in at least 25 deaths and dozens of injuries after a train collided with the platform, causing its fuel tank to explode. In August 2017, a collision in Alexandria, Egypt's second largest city, resulted in over 40 deaths and numerous injuries. The 2012 crash in Asyut, where 44 children died after a train hit a school bus, was another tragic event. The deadliest railway accident in Egyptian history occurred in 2002 when a fire on a passenger train traveling from Cairo to Luxor claimed more than 360 lives.
That is all for the news, and let's take a quick recap of our headlines. In higher education, severe flooding displaces thousands in Bono universities. In health, UNICEF issues emergency tender for Mpox vaccine amid outbreak. In sports, Kylian Mbappe secures $61 million in unpaid wages from PSG. And in business, Nigeria partners with the World Bank on power sector reforms. And I'll thank you very much for sticking with us on the AAU TV Midweek News. My name is Maame, Ekua, Atuakoa, Nyame, and good afternoon to you from Ghana.